Hi everybody, welcome to my channel, Infinity Dove Tarot and Dowsing. My name is Kirsten. Today I'm doing a random read. Just a random read. I was scrolling through my phone, browsing through videos. I stumbled upon a Doja Cat video. Who is Doja Cat? She's a singer, a rapper. Never heard of her before. Yes, I live under a rock. I mean, I've heard the name, but I didn't know what, who she was or what she looked like or what her music sounded like. So I decided to go ahead and click on the video. And it was the song Streets. So yeah, that was the first one I saw, and instantly I was completely mesmerized. I was like, what is this? It just pulled me right into the beat and the rhythm and the sounds, the whole vibe of the video, the performance. It just intrigued me so fast. It made me think of Madonna, like instant, like this is somebody who's got it. I immediately felt that. And I don't know, it was kind of mystical or spiritual. It was a weird vibe. And I was like, who is this? And what is this energy? And why do I like it so much so quick? So I really wanted to ask my cards this question. What is the actual energy behind Doja Cat's music? Where does it come from? What is the true source of it that instantly hooks people like that? So I pulled out my spiritual court cards in my new deck, Wake Me Up Tarot. And I laid out a spread and asked the question, what is really pushing Doja Cat's music? And this is what came out. Okay, before I get started, make sure you take a quick second to just go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already subscribed. Please show me your support. It takes a lot of time and real effort to post these videos for you guys. And it's completely free, so to show your support, so please do so. It really helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you. Remember, before I begin, everything I say here is alleged. This is for entertainment purposes only. Tarot is not facts. We're reading on public figures, so everything I'm saying is just my own opinion. Please form your own. This is my own personal interpretation of the cards, and use your own discernment. You can come up with your own interpretations, as I will give you the meanings as I go through the cards. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. The first card I got, what is the power behind Doja Cat's music? First card I got is They Broke Spiritual Law. So when I look at the imagery of this card, we see the 10 Commandments cracked in half, and this pyramid, this all-seeing eye glowing up in the sky, dark clouds, dark birds. These symbols make me think of the Inati, right? But I think that, yeah, it could represent that, but it's mainly representing the music industry machine. And it's saying that the people running this machine, they work with vibrations and frequencies. They know the natural rhythms and laws of how everything works in the universe, and they manipulate it. They misuse these sound frequencies to compel a person to make you feel a certain way instantly, and that breaks spiritual law. It's using these low vibrational frequencies to bypass your conscious mind and implant messages, feelings, and even intentions. They know exactly how to do it, and it's clarified by the World and the Nine of Cups. To achieve massive worldly success and make wishes come true, right? The world is the peak of the mountain, global fame, and the Nine of Cups is the ultimate wish-granted card. So they flipped the natural, peaceful laws of spirit upside down, and they channeled chaos and darkness instead. Why? Because spiritual darkness creates friction, and in the physical world, friction creates attention. And attention brings the streams, the data, the billions of dollars. That's how they manufacture global success. So the next card I got, what's the power behind Doja Cat's music, is the stolen identity card. On the card you see this man holding up a fake ID and someone else's face, and he's smiling like he just got away with something. So I see it now. It's clarified by the Four of Wands and the Nine of Swords. The Four of Wands represents the public stage and a big celebration. And based on the image of this mask next to it, it means the person on the stage has to wear a character. It's a fake persona. So Doja Cat is a manufactured identity built entirely for the audience and the cameras. What you see when the spotlight hits is not who she is behind closed doors, because right next to it we have this Nine of Swords, this woman in mental pain, in deep sadness or anxiety, fear or worry. She's haunted by something. Haunted? She's also in isolation, possibly paranoid, mentally stressed out. This is not a person living in a place of peace and harmony like the Four of Wands represents. This is someone who's stressing out a lot late at night, and maybe that's the price she had to pay for flipping the frequency on us. So my next question is, well, is she satanic? Is she part of the Illuminati? I'm not saying it all the way. I don't want to get dinged. Remember, everything I say here is alleged. But looking at these cards as they're unfolding, I would say no. I don't think she is like a mastermind doing dark rituals in a basement. I feel like this is more business. It's more corporate. It's the machine. And yes, these things are happening, but she's not in control of it. I think she's more of an employee. She's a part of the matrix. She signed the paperwork, right? She signed the contract to wear this stolen identity mask on stage. She agreed to perform the inverted rituals and symbols on camera because that's what engineered structure required to give her the fame and the success that she desired. But I feel like she's just a part of the machinery. She's not a controller. So my next question is, why did it affect me so quickly and strongly? What was that all about? I mean, I knew it was a hit. I knew I liked it. I knew I liked her. So what's going on? What does this music actually do to the masses that are listening to it? What's it doing to the collective psyche when they hit play? That's my next question. And this is what I got. I got fatal car crash, clarified by Five of Wands, STD, spiritually transmitted disease, clarified by the King of Cups reversed. So with fatal car crash, you see this man standing next to this destroyed car, and the police and the ambulance are in the background and waiting in the ready. And on the bottom of the deck, I got spiritually transmitted disease. So just let that sink in. I mean, that kind of answers your question pretty literally. It means that something energetic, something completely unseen is being transmitted straight into the mass psyche, into the subconscious, subliminally. When you listen to this music. And so I asked, well, what are these energies trying to to do to us? What are they trying to tell us? And I got fatal car crash, clarified by Five of Wands. Here you see a cheerleader, a ballerina, a break dancer, a ballroom dancer, a jazz dancer. They're all out there fiercely competing against each other, scattered, competing energy, comparison energy, next to fatal car crash. I feel like this music crashes your inner balance. It goes to the listener's head. It mixes up their emotions and their focus. Makes you kind of scattered and act impulsive. And it breaks your peace and quiet of mind. With the spiritual STD and the King of Cups reversed, the King of Cups, when it's upright, is a beautiful, sensitive guy, right? He's holding his bottle of water. He's got his puppy in his arm. And in the background, look, it's a music studio. Guitar on the wall, keyboard, the studio in the background. How apropos that this card came out, right? This is someone who uses music to heal when it's upright, but it's reversed. It's flipped upside down. So instead it means the opposite. It's music that doesn't heal. It's music that numbs you, music that makes you sick, unwell, unbalanced. It blocks your natural empathy. It turns your emotions completely stagnant. It's an energetic infection that makes you feel cold or just overwhelmed by your lowest impulses, replacing real emotion with cheap addictive highs, which leads us back to the last piece of this reading, Justice for You, the last card that I laid out, clarified by the Four of Pentacles. You see Lady Justice with her scales in her hands, and this man hugging his piggy bank for dear life. And this confirms that this was all done for money. She may be a money-hungry person, money-driven, or luxury-driven. She got a lot of luxury and comfort out of it, a lot of wealth. She got a lot of wealth, a lot of popularity, a lot of success. So funny, I never heard of her. But, I heard of her, I heard the name, but I never listened to her music. She got the coins, boy. See the coins in the jar, in the jars? She did it for the coins. But the machine uses her music to infect the masses, the minds of the audience, to keep the money rolling in. It's a golden cage for her and a mental loop for her fans. So, to be honest with you, I've been wanting to listen to more of her music, but I'm just well, maybe I shouldn't. I don't know what messages I'm getting. Remember, all this is alleged for entertainment purposes only. But based on these cards, I'll think twice about it, Because I'm about keeping my vibration clean and high, not negative and low. So in a nutshell, that's what the cards are saying, The music comes from a highly engineered industry machine that flips spiritual laws, works with frequencies and symbols, inverts them to give global success and make wishes come true. But stolen identity, the stage mask that leaves her in the Nine of Swords, mental anxiety behind closed doors. And for the audience, it's all a fatal crash and spiritual STDs, a low frequency that scatters your mind, your focus, your inner alignment, your well-being. Maybe it makes us want to compare and compete. It flips our emotional balance and brings on disturbing energies and stagnation. So I don't like it. I hate to say it because, like I said, I got hit with the Doja Cat bug. I want to hear more of her music, but I'm gonna go ahead and resist the urge. I might listen to a little bit here and there. That street song is pretty good. I can't deny it, but I do feel something when I listen to it. So I would predict that within the next 6 to 9 months, I feel like the pressure around Doja Cat is going to get a little too high for her peace of mind, and I think that there might be some kind of friction between her and a person, or with the machine itself, and something's going to snap for Doja Cat. She's going to intentionally drop her mask or sabotage a major contract in a very public way, and it's going to expose the cold corporate strings attached to her fame. Maybe she'll say something about it, and that's the exposure, possibly. So I would say Spirit is saying just use deep discernment before you go in and listen to this, and do so with discernment. Enjoy the beat, dance to the rhythm, but don't anchor your own spirit into the dark imagery. Protect your energy field from what's being transmitted underneath the sound, because something is being transmitted underneath the sounds, right? It's a business formula used to trade spirit for coins. So protect your peace, guys, at all costs. Thank you again for listening, liking, sharing, and subscribing. Also, please check out my Etsy store, Wingseer, Wingseer, for pendulum protocols, manuals, hypnosis scripts. If you want a personal reading, all my information is in the description box below. Remember to take what resonates and leave what doesn't, and thanks for your time. Bye, everyone. See you soon.